Yes.
lot.
So, we are almost at 50, guys. 45th episode of Judgment by Dice. I'm Yana Kivi, I'm your DM, and we have a group of fun players, but I'll go back to that in a moment. Alright, so we have a few announcements before we get started. I can talk, I promise, but it's hard. First of all, we use tokens which are originally made by Charlotte Green. Check her out on Instagram. She makes awesome art. We love her, and yeah, thank you, Charlotte Green, for making the art. We appreciate it, and we will still use it happily. Shade, what's the YouTube status?
It is online if I'm correct.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
I was
Shade
just
and Codium.
looking up on the website now.
Shade and Codium are agreeing on something. That's good. Are you okay, Dasha?
I forgot to do a thing again.
What did you forget? Your hair's awesome.
Grammar checking a website.
No hurry.
No hurries. Also, well, speaking of the website, already mentioned by Codium and by Awesome Dasha, we have our Judgement by Dice website, which is judgmentbydice.nl, and where you can find our character information, you can find the background stories. We are planning on uploading a lot more. We are planning on just expanding it as far as we can. You can also find all previous episodes that we have actually saved from Twitch towards YouTube also on that website. Our Codium updates it every week, so big shout out to her. Dashi is going to check the grammar for English, so big shout out to her. So yeah, happiness, yay. If I'm on the shout outs anyway, big shout out to our one-man technical team, which is Digger.
Yo.
Shout out to Shade for doing the YouTube every week. And shout out to Elsa, who is going to join in a moment, as well as to Shoesmeal.
For having learned the game real quick.
For having learned the game and just being awesome in general and just being a happy member of the team. And for being the cutest gay couple I've seen. The cutest fictional gay couple.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not half of a fictional gay couple.
Alright. So,
the first thing I come in when I put my earphones on is the gay couple, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, currently I'm in a gay relationship now. Not just fictional.
I was basically doing
Apparently we're gay. So.
Or bisexual, I don't care. Like, for the cutest couple in game, fictional. Yes, because
the keyword.
I'm
the
not
gay panic has arrived.
I am not going to assume that you guys are gay. You can be whatever you want, even if you want to be a unicorn. Go forth and be a unicorn.
Hell yeah! I tried, but you know, you only gave me like 2 gold pieces.
The dice didn't let her.
No.
The dice have judged her unworthy.
I think as the conversation is going more and more off topic, it is time to roll a tape.
Yes. 1,
What are we
2.
gonna stick together?
And there we go. Ta-da!
See you like Dasha vibing to this music. I saw you like
every time.
Oh, the DM too. I saw Yara.
I must say, I literally just logged onto the stream. I was just vibing randomly around because I was in the mood for it.
The only time I unmute the Twitch is to listen to the team soon.
I must admit, yes, I do that too. Guys, can smile on my face. It's fun to hear that. Anyways.
If I ever have the brain power, I'm going to record a cover of it, then we can put that on something.
Yes, please. Do you do music? Yes,
I
please.
sing. I've done the singing classes for the past 6.5 years. Yes,
Singing,
I do music.
Yes. Okay, singing, yes. I'm sorry. I was thinking of instruments.
I hate it. I'm
Guys.
still got swirly.
Want me to change it
brains are-
back?
No, it's fine.
My brains are dead.
Reminds
so-
me of the fact that I'm now Jessica instead of Rilla.
Jessica. Alright, I'm quickly going to start up my browsers because maybe some DMs just rolled out of bed. It happens. Okay, there
I
we
just
go.
rolled out of the shower, so you're not alone. Well, it's kind of different, but
Really? I thought you walked here.
well, I rolled off the stairs, so it's quite impressive if you ask me.
Hey, Elsa, fabric crafts gang.
Certainly, I mean, look.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show it because this is a spoiler for very specific people, so I'm not showing what I worked on.
I just finished a project as well. I'm wearing an apron now. Because
Well,
all
I am
driving.
honestly just joining Firida's her crochet thingy because I've been seeing her crochet like the past episodes, and I was like, I am doing the same, but like not in view.
God,
I also did a crafts thing.
We all
Nice.
have
You
to
managed
quickly
your maths.
vibe.
nice.
don't
Mending
I am
in
proud.
below.
Proud sewing mama. I finished my apron. I was wearing it yesterday night, was cooking, and then was sitting with my roommate, and there are already spots on it, and I'm kind of
We
proud of
are not yet started and we are already off topic.
Yeah,
That's in
do
your
wanna
game.
say
Let
that-
Hannah start up her computer. We're allowed to be.
Yeah.
it. Can someone make the quote out of that, please? Thank you.
I do kind of want to make a comment about your apron. Like, what in your diddly daddly mind thought it was a good idea to make an apron white? Like, who thought of that? Not me.
A white
Mhm.
apron can be washed extra hot, allowing it to be cleaned well. It is not meant. It is not meant to stay clean. Just that.
Part of the enjoyment of a white apron will be all the memories that you can see after a year of use. This stain
Yeah,
is made from
like, that
cookie.
thing is gonna
This
look
stain is
like
made
a
from
50
pancakes.
50
This stain
year
is
old
made from
snack
pasta.
after.
This stain is me having a nosebleed.
Guys,
Kids,
are we gonna talk about this or are we gonna play the?
Yeah.
Well, we are waiting on the DM, like we've said before.
Yeah, guys. So.
Finally? Yes.
So, after the arrival in the city of Elvandriel, it suddenly became clear how heavy of life Rayla's had, as the group started noticing how Drow specifically gets discriminated harshly, given the fact that a tavern owner didn't want to admit he would leave Drow under his roof. Rayla explained exactly what she had been through, and, well, in a few details, telling that her life up before she met the shenanigan, it had not been easy at all. Afterwards, the group gathered out. Some of them went praying to the gods, some of them went doing a few things. Some of them went praying to a trickster god, allowing an entire tavern to be changed into cheese bread. Corda went out. He went to do some groceries, and he also went on a quest that was set upon him by his god.
No, wait, not my god. A god. My god is Ixu. The god that put me on this quest was the god of the Bird Island.
Fair enough.
Haha.
Fair enough. Okay,
Yeah, I want to start this session off with a question.
you can go ahead.
Does Elvandriel have a temple to Alotl?
I am going to check this out for you.
no,
Me-
I did,
No,
don't
no,
think so.
no.
Does
Yes, it is.
Elvandriel have a temple of Ivana?
Yes.
Perks of having a dead god, like people die everywhere, so there's always a temple.
It's what you call a benefit of your god. Sure. Anyways,
it's the only benefit.
so tonight, what would you like to do?
Well, we have to bring this thingy back to the thingy, right? To the woman. Or to the museum.
Not the museum.
To the not the museum. It expressly did not want to go to the museum.
Okay, but where do we need to bring it then?
I keep forgetting the lady's name.
Oh yeah, the win nog what? The win something? Winchen? Winchon? Someone? Winchen?
It started with a W.
Yeah, it was with something Wimmis.
Yes.
Marle for Wimmis. But she is actually the lady of the museum.
You have a good memory.
No, I made notes. Marle for Wimmis is the lady of the museum, which is in Strimouth. That's why I was surprised when I missed a session that we went to Evandrio.
Okay, so I have the feeling there's a miscommunication going on here. Marlevoor is not a lady. She is the lady who owns the artifact. She is not the keeper of the museum, however.
Oh, you said it was in Strimouth. It wasn't a
The museum is in Strimouth, but she borrowed the object towards the museum. And it got stolen from there, and then she said, okay, I want to have it back in my private collection again.
And then the amulet talked to me in a dream. And it said it did not want to go to the museum. So now we're here.
What was it again? An amulet, right?
Yeah.
And what was it called again?
Amulet of plane shifting?
Shifter's amulet.
That one.
And she donated it to a museum.
She borrowed it to a museum, yes.
It's loan.
Yeah, you borrow something from someone and you loan someone something to someone.
Yes, I meant that, obviously.
She loaned it to a... Okay, now my notes are correct again. Okay.
Alright, very well.
Marle for Wimmus. Sure.
Yeah, okay, so the innkeep is in no state to talk right now.
Is it even still an innkeep or is it just a talking cheese bread?
No, his arms are on his head and stuff. Or he's like, he's
messed
a
up,
wrong
literally.
humble.
So, does this mean that we confiscated this tavern as our own?
No.
I mean, if you think people will look badly at you for, like, stealing some coin from his till, people will get way madder if you steal his entire inn.
Well, they don't know because, well...
I wouldn't want to own this inn. It's made out of cheese bread.
But it's tasty.
But you can just pray to a little to turn it back. Like, that would be his real payback. Like, the one he discriminated taking over his tavern.
My success rate with Frame to a Lottle is very...
Fair.
I believe in you.
We will listen.
We are discussing. It is getting later and later in the evening.
Wait,
continue
it was
with
early morning. Right?
No, it was like
We already had our
We
lunch.
were getting ready for a little bed.
we were getting ready for a sleepover. Then the tavern turned to cheese bread.
Oh yeah, that's true. I thought we already got it. Okay, I'm sorry.
So, but we decided we were gonna stay in this inn, but Rayla, Emmy, do you know where the other guys are? Or Ray was with us, right?
Well, everybody is back because Cordo
Cordo was also.
did something. Cordo tried to eat the bread, if I'm correct.
Oh, okay, well then, guys, I think I'm gonna head off to sleep.
Sounds like a
I
plan.
can't stand this smell much longer.
Imagine how it must be for me.
You can't sleep.
Oh,
I know.
I mean, I can't eat, so this is more of a torture. Because, you know.
You can't eat and you cannot sleep.
Yeah, so I will be stuck with this all night. Anyways, we already placed the bed next to each other, so how about we get ready for bed?
Yeah.
Sleep time.
Corda will just
Also,
get in his
DM
pajamas.
note for anyone who's watching this, Amaryllis will totally be in between the ladies.
Is this just this edition, like, this it's like a very interesting version of chaperoning.
Let's be honest, a child doesn't even need a pillow, she just has soft chest.
She has people next to her with stonkingly huge muscles.
They are both pretty flat though, like Arturo and Rilla are not really that big.
Stonkingly huge muscles.
So, but let's go to sleep, let's go to the next morning. I want to go on with the plan.
So long rest, yes?
I would like to take this moment for a quick moment of badger plushie appreciation. Can we all appreciate a badger plushie?
Yes.
But quick
Thank
question
you.
to the DM, long rest, yes or no?
Yes, you can go for a long rest.
Okay. We stand. I didn't
Nap
do
time.
anything, so I still have everything. But just
Alright. Does anything special happen during the night?
No, you sleep, and next morning the tavern is back to normal.
Aww. We should have taken it over. We should have done a coup d'etat. Oh no, do you know something like take it
Coup
over?
d'etat.
Yeah, good at that.
Yeah, I was correct. Should have done it. An opportunity we
Is
didn't
the innkeep back to normal?
You don't know.
take. Yeah, we're just waiting for food, so I think eventually he would show up if he was okay. Because we're not allowed downstairs.
I would note that a true is laying on the ground, sleeping with a pillow and a blanket, and one tiny little child is like this in bed. If you agree with me, and
Meanwhile, like Rayla is
bed
like.
hogging.
Meanwhile, Rayla is like a cat on like the bed stand, like meditating. Like the headboard, like just sitting there, and people are like, "How does she keep her balance?" He's like, "I am one with the darkness. I am cats."
Cordell will just not ask and quietly close the door when he goes to wake the ladies. Like, no, nah.
Just sees Sudo's like, what happened here? And just like leaves again.
Also, Dasha, just for your information, we are gonna take some new blankets and some new pillows for your blanket fort.
Heck yeah!
You may write it in the card, though. You can pick the quantity.
I'm going to like quickly like figure out my like the thing that happened to my embroidery, and then I'm going to write in card like
Sure.
3 blankets.
You're taking all.
Yeah, just like the entire room's worth of blankets are gone now. Disappeared in a cheese chaos.
So I guess-
eventually,
Yeah, I guess we will gather in like the boys' room because Gordo tried to gather in the girls' room and he got spooked off. So I guess we will gather in the boys' room, and then we'll Rayla will just turn to the others. So, do we know where this lady lives? Because I don't, and I'm from here, so never heard of her. Well, I've heard of her, but not really.
yes.
Alright, meanwhile you get breakfast upstairs, by the way.
Oh, he's back to normal?
Breakfast is upstairs. Everything's breakfast.
No, we all went back to normal.
Is the man back to normal?
The innkeep did not bring breakfast.
But seriously, guys, do you know where to go from here on?
I
Where's
would
Connor?
like if we like ask us like because she sounds like a very fancy lady. So if you like ask at a fancy store they'll probably know like who she is.
Or we can ask at the museum, because they got the amulet from the lady, and the museum won't know who she is.
But the museum is in Strimouth.
Ah,
Just a quick reference: Strimouth is in the northern side of Stryse, so that will be roughly like months of traveling.
Yeah, like that's where we came from.
we can just go there and come back like 5 minutes tops.
Well, I mean, I could ask some old buddies of mine if they've known about this. Like, usually the Thieves Guild around here know about, rich people. And I think I'm quite a... She, like, flicks her hair, which is back in a ponytail, by the way. And she's like, I'm quite of a big shot around here, if you know what I mean.
DM, is there a god of wealth or a goddess of wealth in the pantheon?
Okay, I'm gonna check it for you.
Also, quick note to fellow players, my hands are in finger jail, so putting my hands up is very difficult.
Oh dear. Arturo also has a question, by the way.
God of riches and of poorness. There is a god of luck, change, and freedom, however. That is, I think, the closest of the goddess of wealth.
Right?
Or is it he? It's Axua, in fact.
It's Aksu.
For someone who is praying to the god of luck, we're not receiving a lot of it.
Then, hey Gordo, would maybe the Temple of Aksu know where she lives?
I have not found the Temple of Axor yet. There's not a lot of temples of Axor, which makes me sad.
Guys, DM,
Yes.
does the amulet still have the scent of the owner on it?
You can always try.
I
Shay?
would
Oh, sorry.
I would like to try hold on, I changed something. Never mind. Okay. I would try to let Doolittle sniff the amulet and see if they can get a scent.
Meanwhile, Shay, also.
As we are going to, if she is doing this, I am saying, if we want to go there, I can try if that's a good idea.
You're gonna ask if yeah?
No. Yeah. Just gonna try it, and I'm setting up a ritual to cast augury
Hey.
with the cards I got last session.
How long does that take you?
It takes me.
Sorry.
How much?
Bless you.
It takes me a minute.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Then I'm not gonna wait on that.
It's only going to take me a minute, so.
Okay, well then I will wait, and if there's nothing coming out of there, I will ask my buddy.
I'm gonna lay down some cards.
Run.
Oh, there they are.
Oh,
Put down some cards.
okay.
I
So you're
got-
basically trying to figure out whether this course of action of finding Marlevour is going to
It's
end
no.
up well.
It is going to. I'm trying to find out, laying out the cards, setting up some incense, and I am laying down for the omen. For the question is going to the temple of Aksu.
There is no Temple of Aksu, that's just what he said.
That's the thing. There's a Temple of Aksu
There
here.
is no Temple of Aksu.
Okay. If sensing these by smell or sensing by where are we going again? Sorry.
That's the
Marlevour
point,
Win
we
is.
don't know yet. That's what we're trying to figure out. So there are two options. Doolittle trying to smell the thing that we've been holding on ourselves the entire time and has been in the museum, or me asking the buddies.
Is it a good idea to ask your buddies?
Okay,
That's what I'm going to ask.
sure. You lay out your cards. I'm sorry, to quickly turn on studio lights because it's getting dark here. That's the drawback of having a house in the north or having a. Alright, gotcha. So, you ask if it's clever to ask the buddies. If
The thieves guild, to be precise.
To go through
Exactly.
the context through our good friend, if it's a good idea. That's the idea I have in my mind.
Okay, sure. You can ask that, definitely. Let me see. Where's the mouse? Okay, there we go. You get back. You lay out. You open up the first card, and it shows whoa.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's. Ooh. Okay.
Second card also shows whoa.
Wait, does he have doubles of woe in the
There's
deck?
a woe card in the deck.
It is
No,
like
there
the
are
message of
multiple.
the card is basically well. I'm not going to tell which card it is because I know tarot decks, but I have not one on hand, so I cannot quickly figure out which one
I have.
will be. I know. I am tempted to buy myself one in real life as well.
That does
However,
not
I don't have it right now, and I don't have the money because I have spent money.
that does not help current Lindsay, basically.
Yeah.
Fair.
Current
Yes,
current
that's exactly.
Galo is not being helped.
Okay. In game, I'm pulling out the tower. Who's left standing? I just show them as they are watching. I'm like, ooh, hey, or just let's not go through your buddies.
What does it mean?
Well, the first one I pulled was, all right. If I'm correct, I pulled out the card of the
I
tower.
don't want to be rude, but I have no idea what it is. What's the general gist of the story?
It's literally these three cards tell me by divine right that Luna told me that's not a good idea.
Is it not a good idea because I will get butthurt, or is it not a good idea because they don't have the information?
Let's just say bad things will happen.
Oh yeah, that's my entire life, buddy. Have you heard my fortune? I mean...
Yeah, but let's just say I don't want you to get hurt. Or get any hurt.
Well, I'm not planning on taking you, if that's what you're asking.
No, but I don't want you to get hurt.
She's taking me. I'll protect her.
I'm not taking anyone.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
You
are.
think that
Yes, you
my
are, pumpkin. Snubby
show my face with a half orc on my side in this thieves guild, which I've been part of for years. They're not gonna trust you, and they're not gonna trust me anymore either, because I haven't had contact with them for quite a while.
Don't go.
I do, I know them, that's the entire thing. Although, I am probably the oldest member by now, which I'm fairly sure because they're
Emily.
humans, so I could technically be their leader. If that would work that way.
Abby, you want
Fair
to say
score,
something?
though. Fair score, though.
Okay.
Gordo will turn to go. Now, Chris not going to find something. I'll be right back. He's going to go directly outside. Like, stop the first person he sees walking by. And out of character, what's her name again?
Marlevoer Wimmis.
Excuse me, but I'm trying to find a murder for Remus. Could you maybe, point me which way to go?
The person who was walking her dog is looking at you with a very blank face, and she's like, I know this woman, but I do not know where she lives.
So, okay, would you maybe know someone or some place where I could find her then?
Well, she will probably live in the district close to the market square. Let me see. Let me now just quickly check this out. The richness district, because that's probably
It's this easy to find the person, you know.
yeah.
Especially a non-shady person.
Alright. Let me quickly check, because apparently it's also already by Cody and put on a. Oh, okay.
Then again, you're asking this to the most shady people in town. Need to acquire that information. It's gonna be hard for us.
Draw. Bear with me. So she basically says like there is this district of rich people in town, like the rich witches basically, and she is basically explaining you which district you can find it, and I'm quickly just outlining it on the map for you guys. But I am
Which district?
Wait, is that where we can get our alchemy supplies?
No.
Oh.
Terry would like to know your location.
We're not getting any more mercury.
Alright. Oh.
Alright. Thank you very much, madam. You have a very nice walk today.
She looks a bit weirder than you. But here's her walk.
Do I happen to have a
Gordo
dog biscuit
is-
on me from Treats for Doolittle?
That's up to you.
I think I'd have like some dog biscuits. I will give a dog biscuit to the dog.
The dog eats it, and the owner looks a bit weirder than you again. But
Wave and back away slowly.
actually, waving back.
Gordo is so pure. I love him so much.
Alright, I'm going back up to the room where everybody's at. Okay, we need to go to this district and there we can find her.
Well, that's still a pretty big district, but yeah.
Compared
good
to an
job,
entire
Gordo.
town.
Sure.
Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 houses in that district. Compared
So
to
we
the
only
rest.
need to break in roughly 20 houses.
Why
Yes.
do we need to break in?
Well,
We're
because
gonna
we need to know who it is.
Back, really.
We could throw someone through the door.
No! We're just
We
gonna
know-
knock on
we
the
know
door.
Arco corrupted your mind, Gordo, but please.
Hey, that was Digger, not Gordo.
Okay.
Just gonna knock on the door. Also, my question has already been asked. My question: is there a rich people district?
Rich people district. I like it.
Well, I guess we will be on our way then, and since we have enough horses. Oh no, one can't be ridden. Oh no. I thought we could be on horseback because that's faster within a city, but only one horse can't be ridden, so it's either gonna be speed curses on like trying to get it to be ridden, but I don't think that's gonna be working. So we're gonna have to take guards anyway. Oh
There
no,
are
wait!
several city stables at the entrances of the city. You
Yeah.
passed by some.
You'll
There's
probably have
one
left your
next,
horses there.
rather close to the tavern where you are. Somewhere.
Yeah, so could you point them on the map? Let's see. The tavern that you guys are at was the mouse.
number
The
6.
twin
Yeah,
mouse,
that's
number
something
6.
something mouse.
Yeah.
Your tavern is over here. Oh, it's a road tool. Hang on. Yes, thank you, Codium.
And
Here.
here is a stable,
Yes.
and here is a stable where you came through when you entered the city.
Nothing is showing. Oh, there. Okay, yeah. Well, where did we leave our horses? I believe in the tavern, right?
Like near the tavern.
Yeah.
I think in the stables near at the end of the at the end of the street, then where next to the gates of
Picking it.
the way to the north.
Yes, that one.
So how long would that be walking?
5 minutes, something.
It is. Wait a minute. Where am I?
Well, I'm quickly looking, but I believe Gordo and Amaryllis could be on one horse, right?
We are both small people.
Yeah.
It's just.
Oh, you
35
think of me
feet
as
or
people.
so
How cute.
along the streets.
So we
Yeah.
can just like we can walk and then like leave the horses and stuff here, or like. But to be fair, we're gonna relocate to a different tavern anyway.
You know what? I just remembered something that I have because of my background. We're gonna go walking. We're gonna take shady allies, and then we'll be faster, twice as fast as normal. I will ping you the thing that I'm talking about. Yeah.
Let's go.
You're talking about this,
We'll
okay.
ping it to you. I just wanna be cool, and there we go. It did not show, did it? Nope, I clicked wrong. Okay, hold on.
I know
There
which
we
one you
go.
mean. There we go. Well, because you're in your own city, it's very easy to find it. Because you kind of know where you could beg for extra money in the rich people district, or where you could easily get thrown out because it's a rich people district. Let's be real here.
Been there, done that.
Possibly, yeah, several times maybe, because your parents wanted you to do that. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, that's what parents do, right?
A cute kid with a mug to beg. Yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah.
It's not this happened.
Yeah.
So you recognize this district still from your childhood. It has only changed like in a bit. It's still as clean as it used to be. It's for the others. It's a district with a bit taller houses. They're usually a bit bigger. Most of them are standing like free with some little gardens, which is relatively rare in the city because, well, ain't nobody got space for gardens, right? So there's like gardens around the walls. That is.
Bless you. Bless you.
That there are gardens around the walls is something pretty much new. The houses are big, made out of not big, light colored stones, like, and kept cleaner than the other houses around. So you see like a bit of grayish. No, that's basically caused by. Okay, never mind. You see a bit of coloration on the other walls, but these walls are kept perfectly clean. And they're usually a bit more decorated than the other houses.
Do the doors have like / gates have like nameplates?
Ooh, smart.
Roll me a perception check.
I will assist because I'll also be looking.
One moment.
I might know the neighborhood.
Character sheet.
Perception.
Perception. 15.
You do not notice any name tags on the gates.
Are there any stores in the district? Or are there people walking around?
There are a few like those very proud rich people. Just what's it called?
Dandies.
Yeah,
Flamboyant?
flaneren.
Yeah.
Flamboyant?
No,
No.
they're like.
They're striding along. That's the
yeah.
word. They look like with their heads up, with the nose in the air.
Arrogant.
Preferably even some. What's it called? Preferably some.
Rich stuck-up assholes.
Servants. Some servants holding the cloak from the ground because it's possible, and preferably even another servant keeping a little umbrella with the sunlight out of the face.
Rayla looks longingly at an umbrella.
Go steal one, I would say.
You know I will. I'm actually gonna do this. Fuck this. I'm gonna look at the richest person there, and I'm gonna steal this bitch with my sleight of hand of plus 14.
No.
I'm gonna just walk past and I will trade it with something. Hang on. So they don't immediately notice.
Wandel smiles. What?
No, I don't. I will
mine.
change it. I will change the umbrella for a
Banana.
torch. I will just change it for a torch. I have darkfish and I don't need a torch. Fuck that. You don't do
Roll
that
me a
anyway.
sleight of hand.
One sleight of hand. There we go. That's a 32.
Casual 30.
They don't even notice even when they're home.
They just fucking put the torch back in the umbrella stand.
I didn't even need to put the torch there in the first place. I also don't like that the DM is taking furiously notes. This is gonna take me back in the ass sometime.
I was maybe texting someone to tell it happened.
Okay. I know it's an umbrella. What does it look like?
You walk past the servant and you bump into him. As you take the umbrella out of his hand, replace it with a torch, and you instantly see how like sunlight, but the shadow that was over the face of the owner of you see it instantly getting replaced with sunlight, and just like this outline of the torch on her face. And you walk on, and you expect like certainly they have seen something. But once you turn around to just look what happens, to your surprise, the owner...
I would have put it in like my handy haversack. Or do I have the bag holding? I do. Yeah.
The servant just continues walking. The rich lady just continues walking. And the servants holding up her cloak continue walking as if they saw absolutely nothing.
Rayla will snicker, take out the umbrella once they're around the corner and inspect the umbrella. Like, put it up and like, I'm back, bitches.
It's umbrella.
It's what?
It's pink.
Oh, that's okay. I will paint it later.
Okay. All right.
This is a question.
Yeah, well, since this is going on, Emerald would like to find a person that's not currently being robbed. And, like playing up the child charge with, like, walking up to, like, is it a ma'am or a sir?
Is it a man or a sir?
A ma'am.
A ma'am.
A ma'am or a sir?
Madam or...
It's a sir.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
He looks down at you and he is like, "What's this shabby kid asking to me?" Like, relatively shabby, right?
Do you know where where Lady Windmiss lives? I have a package to deliver to her.
He inspects you from top to toe and he is like, roll me a persuasion check, please.
If he's gonna be mean to her, I'm gonna rob him of everything he has, including his wife and children.
I'm going to stand next to Amaryllis and do like Puss in Boots eyes.
It's a 9.
Oh.
He looks at you and he's like, "We do not share the addresses of the fellow people who live here. Sorry."
So they look like very excited. It's like, then you guys should invest in better nameplates for your gates, and walks away.
Like when she's busy, I'm gonna rob this man because I don't like him.
Surprise, surprise.
You know what? Next step, Amarilla is going to find, like, they all have like some form of servant with them, right?
Usually, yes.
Then Amarilla is going to find yet another person, walk up to like one of their servants.
Sure. The
Is
owner,
this-
like the owner, of course you don't really have owners here, but still, does look a bit bothered at the fact that you are actually just taking up time from their servant because, hey, they want to march on, right?
Is the servant a ma'am or a sir?
It is a lady, and she wears like her clothes look clean, but she does look as if she has to work hard.
Excuse me, miss, I have a question. Do you know where Miss Windmiss lives? I have a package to deliver to her.
She looks quickly around to her to her lady boss.
Her master?
To her master, mistress. And she looks back and she's like, "You are talking to the servant of Miss Windmiss." And she makes a little bow and she's like, And she continues on her way, and this lady is just, walking on. It's a pretty tall elven lady, and she has absolutely astonishing white long hair, which is giving even more focus on her face. She is, even for elven terms, she is good looking.
We stand.
And Amaril just goes to, be like, I found a person to look for this. Like, going to, like, run along, like, miss, ma'am, I have a package for you.
The lady looks at you for a few moments, and she is like, and who are you?
Hi, I'm Amaryllis Venro. I'm from Barnwich, and I heard you lost your amulet.
Oh. Not here, child. If you have... Liza? Yes? Can you give me my diary, please? And the woman that you just have been talking to walk up there with a little booklet and just opens it and is ready to write. And she's like, okay, if you come back around... it's 11 now. If you come back in an hour, I have time for you. Come by the biggest house on the corner of the street, and you'll find me there.
Biggest house in the corner. Thank you.
Basically,
thank you very
she
much.
points you to this house.
Wait, I need to go back to the map.
I'm pinging it for you.
Oh, that is the biggest house on the block.
Yeah, got it. Yes, thank you.
Alright.
Yeah, I will. Thank you for your time.
She just continues on, and you honestly have no clue whether she is actually just walking around for the walking around, or if she actually has a purpose. It seems like there's this culture of where all the rich people just get out in the morning to show their richness off to their fellow rich people.
Rayla is just utterly confused and baffled because why the fuck did Amaryllis just apologize for taking up her time when we are bringing her beloved artifact back to her? Like, what the fuck? Rich people are so entitled.
Amaryllis is, one, from the countryside, and two, raised with manners, but not the type of manners for the big city, so she is trying her best.
Rayla
Ray
is
has
utterly
something to
confused.
say.
Yeah, I was waiting. Ray?
How far away am I? Am I near them, or could I?
You're probably like, I think Rayla was walking up. Rayla, you found like 20 gold pieces on this person.
Nice.
You saw a second umbrella and a top hat.
What kind of flight do I?
You figured you could probably. Oh wait, hang on. He did notice, however. He's like, miss, what are you doing?
And I'll be like, teaching you some lessons, bitch, and then I book it.
What kind
Like,
of
holding 2 umbrellas and a top hat. I have the top hat on my head, by the way, just saying. And like, Victor is in the thing that stands up, and He's gonna bite me in the ass so badly. I can already feel it.
Ray wanted to say a thing.
What kind of vibe am I getting off her? The one that Amaryllis is talking to.
She is fucking rich. She is.
I'm not talking about rich. What's the emotional state? What do I get from her as she is talking to Amy?
She is calm, but very hard to read. She's like close. She is closed in. Like she really blocks her actual emotions to the outside world.
Do I get the idea that she is lying to Amaryllis?
And roll me an insight.
I will assist. Nobody hurts our baby girl.
Literally using my. I'm asking to roll for my passive insight.
And I'm asking you to roll for your active insight.
So.
The information you got was your passive insight.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You were assisted by Cordo.
Yes.
That is okay. Cordo, please also roll me insight check, because you cannot really go into Ray's head and be like, "Hey, she is lying or not." So I asking you to also
I'm not going to do this for this role, but like I would say the way you can assist on insight is gossiping.
Fair enough.
That's what I have to say about matter. It doesn't have to apply to be applied to this
enough.
role, but
However, in this case, you do not
Yeah.
know this person up front, so you cannot gossip about them.
yeah.
It's a fair point, though. I like that.
That's why I said not for now, but for later roles.
In both cases, you have a hard time reading her.
Okay.
I'm just going to likely poke you in the side of the leg, like, Lerner, that's just a good person. I don't know. Ray,
Yeah.
I poked you in the leg and asked, do you know if she's a good person? I don't know.
Oh. I don't know.
Mm.
You should-
Okay, guys, we really need to go. I stole from somebody. Hap, let's go.
Well,
You notice you guards appearing around the corner of the street and just walking
Yeah,
up to
I'm
you
booking
guys.
it. I'm just running past them, holding a top hat and 2 umbrellas. I'm booking it.
Grab her.
Try
I
me.
don't know. Very like I really just going to like look at the scene, just like if I want like this mission to go well, I'm going to distance myself from whatever's going on there. I just be like, keep a very safe distance.
I'm just booking it.
I'm trying to grab her.
I will join on the
Okay.
list.
Okay, Rayla, I would like you to roll a dexterity check.
Not in acrobatics? Which is the same for me, by the way, but usually it's acrobatic versus athletics if it's a grapple.
Fair. Yes, acrobatics versus athletics. So Ray, I would like you to roll an athletics check, and
Oh!
you are trying to grab her, Ray, and you are at the moment that you just have her arm, but Rayla somehow cartwheels and gets away with it, and the top hat stays on her head.
Sneaky fucking rogues! And like, Victor's holding on for his dear life.
Victor is the reason the hat stays on.
Yes. Victor is the reason why my whole life staying on. But we do not talk about that. What is this a question?
Does the rich people district have like some marketplace or anything?
Yeah, there's a big square in the middle, and you're probably walking on it right now.
I'm just gonna say that everyone's just like going to like mingle at like the market to like one, not get arrested before she has like delivered the thing she has to deliver, and two, like try and find if they've got like, do they have good baked goods or any other sort of like treat?
Yeah, definitely. It looks awesome, awesomely tasty.
What type of stuff does their baker sell?
You see donuts. You see those little milk breads with that white cream over top. It's awesomely yummy. You see, what's it called in English? Those little balls of dough with whipped cream in it.
Could you please stop making me hungry?
What's the word?
Same.
I think they're just called shoe pastry.
Yeah, probably that one.
And Amarillos would like to buy. Do they have cinnamon rolls?
Definitely.
And Amarillos would like to buy. Who are all with like the? Who are all on the market right now?
I'm with you.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm going.
I'm not, but I have a question, so I'm giving my
I want to ask: is Ray currently in like the market squad? Ray,
Hmm?
are you with the group of people on the market, or are you following Rayla?
I'm going with the market.
Then Amaryllis is going to ask, is it a man or a lady who is running the stand?
It is a lady.
Excuse me, miss. Could I buy 4 cinnamon rolls, please?
Sure, that will be 1 silver piece in total.
Thank you. And I will hand her the silver piece.
it is pretty expensive. You know that cinnamon rolls usually are a bit cheaper.
I was
It's
gonna
probably
say,
because of
as
the district you're in.
Am I
But-
standing near her?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you're
If she
standing.
so she's lying. Is that the price?
I'm going
No.
to hand
You
the
know-
lady a gold piece and hold my hand out for change.
She gives you change. Okay, Ray, you know, like, are you well known in big cities?
Well, I'm not known in big cities, but I'm known with people.
You know that, okay.
And
Roll
I
me
can-
a
I
general
am very
intelligence.
good at reading people if they are lying. Because
Okay.
of insight.
Well, they're technically not lying if they just have high prices.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, they're
exactly.
just...
She's not lying.
She just,
Roll me a general intelligence check.
like we
please.
say in the Netherlands, is an upsetter.
Oh yes.
2.
A swindler.
You think it's very expensive.
Does Amaryllis notice that Ray is very concerned about pricing up these cinnamon rolls?
Sorry, you dropped out a bit.
Does Amaryllis notice that Ray seems very concerned / confused about the pricing of the cinnamon rolls?
Ray, can she see that?
Yeah, I'm literally an open book.
Amaryllis is going to be like, it is expensive because it's like, because we're buying it at a market and it's sometimes more expensive. If my parents sell their goods in a market, they also sometimes make it more expensive for festivals. It's like that. They tend to be really good though.
If they're not,
No refunds.
And Amaryllis just hands him a cinnamon roll.
Eat and shut up. No.
It's like,
Might as well use your mouth for something productive.
Oof.
Eating cinnamon
is
rolls.
there anything else? What else is there on the market except like food stalls?
You see a market stand for umbrellas. Apparently they do very well in this district. You see a market stand for all kinds of little curiosities. It's basically like stones and sticks and
Sticks and stones may break my bones.
and like little dream catchers, things like that. So probably like magical items.
I was gonna say, I would have liked turn on my magic eyes. Are they like actually magical or are they just scamming rich people?
You don't know. Oh, you have
With my
your
magic eyes!
You look
With-
at them and you notice they are not magical.
Arrow just like looks at them and smiles, just like,
what you smiling at?
he just points at the stand like, they're magic items.
I am going to use my detect magic.
You look at the stand and you notice that there is no magical essence coming from it. Okay, no, sorry, there is one magical item. And you notice it's something that the shopkeeper keeps very close to him. You assume it's probably something that they keep the money in.
So,
I am going to walk up to. Are there any guards nearby?
Yes, I mean, there's a radar running around who just stole stuff. So there's probably like a rumor of guards, yes?
I'm walking up to one.
Sure. Okay, yes. The guard is like, what can I help you with?
I am pointing towards the stall.
Mm-hmm.
You should take a look around there.
What the store sells? Why should I take a look?
I have a funny feeling that they are selling fake.
The guard follows you and he talks to the shop owner.
I'm not walking to them. I'm pointing towards them.
You see the guard walking towards it. and talking to the shop owner for a short little while, and then you see him shrug, and he returns. He's like, "Seems nothing wrong there."
Try with one of your mages.
He shrugs again. He's like, "Sure," and like basically he goes back to patrolling. But you noticed he made a mental note.
Mm-hmm.
Rayla.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I would, by the way, be running in a direction. I will run as stealthily and as fast as I can towards my father's grave.
Where is that? Can you point to me? Can you point it to me?
It's somewhere outside of the city. Like I don't know. Where is soil? Is there soil here?
Yeah, that's still in the city walls though. It's like one of the squares.
Well, it's probably like inside of the city wall, but where there is soil, and she would probably have buried him in like the night.
Sure.
But
Yeah, that's
not in a well-traversed place. She would do it in a secluded spot.
Sure. You buried him yourself. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, well, there was not really someone else around, and it's a bit sad to let the rats eat him. So.
Fair enough. You run there, yeah.
Yeah, just so you know a general direction as to where I'm going and where the cars
Sure.
are. Just figured you should know.
DM, is there anything like... Oh wait, first, Reddit had a question. Sorry, I'll wait. Reddit.
Here it is. You.
Oh, I don't have a question.
Oh, I thought you wanted to say something then. Is there anything else of like particular interest at the market? Or can we like time skip to 12 o'clock when we
Yeah,
can
I
like
think.
have our appointment with the lady?
I think time skipping works best in this case.
Then Amaryllis and the crew are going to the lady's house and like... Is there like some sort of like either a guard at a door or like a doorbell system?
I will be joining them, by the way, when they go there. I would have met up with them again.
Okay.
Ray wants to say a thing as well.
Right.
Before we get there, can I walk up next to Amy and just say, maybe it's a good idea if I walk and just look if they are not telling lies or being people. And before everything, may I try to lay some cards just in case?
I made the appointment. I want to do the thing.
I know.
Like we're here to bring the thing back.
Yeah, but what if?
And then get the hell out.
But what if something's wrong with it and she's not telling the truth about it? And what
Well,
if
she already knows that we have it, so if we take it with, like, if we don't give it back to her, we're actively stealing it.
Seems legit.
Besides, it's not really our problem. Like, just give it to her. And then we'll have her
And
back
like when
down.
we're there, you can like check if she's honest and everything. But I say we at least have to show up to the appointment.
Fine.
We can be on guard, though. I'm not saying we should go in blindly.
DM, can I still have later cards just in case?
Sure. You would use the same spell.
The same spell again.
Okay. So what's your question?
Should we bring it? It's about 10 minutes before. Should we bring the item? Should we bring the item back to the missus of which it was, to the person we have the appointment with?
Okay. Okay. Sure. Could you please ping me the spell itself again?
Sure.
Results, bad results. Both good and bad results. If you I'm going to give this a
currently there's a 25% chance of a random reading.
Okay, so I am going to give you this way out of character. This is something Ray should know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not asking right now. If you ask, should we bring it back? You ask a question which has yes or no. The deck cannot answer that because the deck answers good or bad. So
I know.
So you
But
would not get an answer.
it's the should we bring it back? It's not a yes or it is a kind of yes or no answer. It's a or we get a good results of it or we get bad results of it. Or
I would
both
I
or
would
one.
okay, I get your point. I would personally say that like yeah, how
It's
does
also
bringing it back end up?
should we bring it back?
Yeah, I would
Then
ask.
then
Yeah, okay,
it's
gotcha.
also a yes or no question.
Yeah, no, I was thinking like, is bringing it. What will happen if you bring it back?
Yeah, but
Supposed to bring it back.
that's it's yeah.
What will happen by bringing it? Doesn't matter. It's details. However, yeah, you look at it and you think you get a good result. You lay out your cards again and you get a good omen.
Three wheels.
Yes.
Okay.
Then, at the gate, is there a guard or is there like a doorbell system?
There is a guard with a dog.
Then Amarillo's like, is it like, like guard in like a little guardhouse thingy? Like,
Yes. Like this English guards thinks only the uniform is different.
then Amarillo's like going to walk up and say, excuse me, sir. We have an appointment at noon with Lady Witness.
He looks at you, and he's like,
We have
yeah.
to.
She told me about you. Does everyone here belong with you? And he looks like basically at the entire group.
Yes.
It was like,
They're they helped me get this thing here. They're with me.
Okay. So he opens the gates for you, and you enter, and you walk into Marlevoor's.
I follow closely.
You walk into Marlevoor's house, and like it is a huge hall, and it's like the tiles are, the floor tiles are laid in all intricate patterns, and the walls are white, and you see like with every pillar there's a statue decorating it. This is a house of a rich bitch. It is just rich.
Okay.
I see Rayla having some thoughts here, as far as I can see. It's currently empty. And you wait for a few moments. Then you hear some noise up from the stairs, and this lady again walks down, and her hair is again loose, and she wears a beautiful, pure white gown, and it has, cannot really know how, but it sometimes it seems to light up a bit, and it's making it look even taller. It seems like she almost is floating in the white dress that she is in, and she just walks down the stairs, and you see a part of the dress just dragging after her. It's a beautiful sight to behold. But again, Ray, you notice she is not showing any emotion. Cordo.
Being slightly intimidated, I'm just grab Rayla's hand as comfort and security.
Rayla will gently squeeze your hand, but before she does that, she will actually like make eye contact with this lady with like just as a stoic face as sure, and she will like drop her hood, like revealing her own very white hair, her very long white hair, but like a very dark skin and like very expressionless face.
Alright, I'm ready this.
Ariel's going to feel like this is like the gears are turning out of like how polite should be, just like going to like curtsy lady. Better overly polite than not polite enough.
a true would also like to very clumsily curtsy, following Amaryllis' example.
Goes down the stairs, and you see like one of the servants running up to her, and she talks with a very deep and soft voice, and she's like, "Who let this drow in my house?"
Immediately the group goes to stand like close next to Rayla, and suddenly all politeness is gone, just looks intimidating as hell.
May I react to this?
Roll me an intimidation check, and Rayla, you can surely react to this.
Okay, well, Rayla will gently let go of Cordo. She will gently pat his head, and she will make 2 steps forward to be in front of the group, including in front of Amaryllis, like basically like, hey children! But not in that way. But she will stand there like, Drow are usually just as tall as elves, right? So they would.
You notice that Marlevor is Rayla. You're pretty tall, right, for your race?
I am a female Drow, so I would be as big as I can get. I'm like 165.
165. You notice that she's even taller.
How? Elves don't get taller than 5'6".
But then again, maybe this is a fictional character that I just made up, and she's just exceptionally tall.
Well, anyway, Rayla's not intimidated because she's a fucking female Drow, and they are still above the female elf, so fuck her. But no, she will like keep her shoulders back, and she will have her back straight, and she will like look at her in the eye with like this very soft voice, which like, you know, Drow are masters of deception and like masters of charisma and talking and sweet talking and stuff. So she like, with the sweetest voice you've ever heard her sweet talk, she's like, well, madam, that would be your servant, because I have no ill intent. You see, we are just here on a quest to bring you back your artifact, which you made us wait for, which is awfully rude, wouldn't you say?
I rolled an 18, by the way.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check, Rayla.
Also, is this how you greet your guests, which have come from so far to bring you this artifact without asking you? But I will roll. But I wanted to add that last bit.
Ray did want to say that.
22 bitches.
No, but it,
I want to like discreetly high five to you behind our backs so no one can see.
Like behind my back, with like.
Mm-hmm.
Ray, what's wrong?
nothing.
Ray? Please.
I rolled a 22, by the way.
I don't need to say it anymore, because, yeah.
Alright, then... Amaryllis wants to...
Ariel's going to be like, just go to keep up, like, she's like aware of, like, the innocent child said, she is one of the people who found the amulet, so I thought it would be only fair to bring all of them along to the appointment because they found it.
Oh, good. She can stay. And she basically, she basically tells you to follow her, and she walks you to a sitting room where some servant already brought in some tea. And you guys can sit down and talk, because that's the thing here, right?
Cordo will gently sit down, take a cup of tea, and just quietly sip some of the tea.
Rayla will sit down and pull Cordo in her lap, like on top of her lap, and like gently preen the back of his head to calm him down because he seemed upset earlier.
Ray?
Question: how much till the last time I cast detect magic till now has been gone? How much time has passed?
This would be
About an hour.
roughly- Yes.
Wouldn't it be an entire afternoon because we had to meet her in the evening?
No, it's
No.
just like an hour we have to wait.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes.
kind of less than an hour. So I still technically I would have sure.
Okay, you still have your detect magic on? Sure.
No, no.
Detect magic lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But we literally have a walking detect magic device, so.
Seems legit.
Who also asked a question, by the way?
Yeah, and we're just like going to like sit down, take her bag of holding, and get the box out of the bag of holding, and tell Lady that we were on our way from where was it, from Strymouth to what is it again, to Putlochi, and we were taking a rest, and we came across a waterfall with a cave behind it. And we decided that whilst we were there, we would go and look at what was going on in the cave. So we went into the cave, and there were what were they called again? They're like what were
Fish people.
What were the fish people called again?
I believe Kawato was, but I'm not entirely sure.
No, Kuto is the god makers.
Know the name.
Sanguine.
Penguin.
Sanguine.
There were some people that were also kind of like fish there, and they in the back of the cave we found a courier's bag, and it contained this box and a letter that what was in the box belonged to you. So we decided that we should bring it back to you. And then we also heard from the town crier in Pitlochi that you were looking for it. So then we made haste with it. So now we're here and we have your amulet for you.
It's awesome. Thank you so much. And she stretches out to accept.
I was like, shows like, look, it's in there. It's the real thing. Close, like gives her the box and just like.
She gladly accepts the box and just opens it for a little moment again to just inspect it. And she hands it over to a servant who just carefully walks away with it.
Just a quick question. Did the richest bitch of them all just say, awesome?
Yeah, I was also hearing this and I was like, I'm not gonna comment this because it's totally yellow, but...
Typically in elvish word.
It's a?
It's a typically elvish word.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Sure.
Okay. She smiles a little. Again, she is really keeping her emotions back, Ray. You think her smile is genuine? What is your passive insight exactly again?
My passive insight? 19.
Whoa.
Yeah, you think that her smile is legit. But she is... You cannot be 100% sure.
So, I guess we will be on our way then. We don't want to overstay our welcome.
You are most welcome to drink tea and just... Who are you even? I mean...
Oh, Carter.
We don't really have a name for our group yet. We're special.
We're a group of travelers and we try to solve problems we come across. And like I said, hi, I'm Amaryllis, and I'm from Barmwich, and it's very nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you too. And she basically looks at all of you to ask expectantly, like when you give your names.
Ray of Hope.
Does this woman...
Ray?
That's right. Ray, what are you saying?
I was saying, hello, Ray of Hope from the forest of... What forest was he away from again? Well, we didn't disclose that yet.
From insert forest here.
Yeah.
Yellow. Does this lady look like she would know her bounties?
Roll me an insight check.
I will roll. I suck.
Is she secretly a mafia boss?
We don't
I
know
suck at
yet.
this. Yeah, that's a 4.
She is absolutely hard to reach. You have no fucking clue. Ray, I'm not sure if we already gave the forest a name. I'm pretty sure I did not give it a location yet. That is for sure. we still wanted to discuss that, but we never got to it.
Yeah. Alright. Ray of Hope. Pleasure to meet you.
From the woods.
Yes, that was something that Ray would say probably. Like, just from the woods. Pleasure to meet you too, Ray. And she's looking at both Aturu and Rayla like, what's your names, people? Hello. I want your names.
Layla will look at the Turu first, like, go ahead.
Did I intimidate her a little?
Yeah, yes, probably you did. Like, but she doesn't show.
I can smell it on her. I'm a true.
Pleasure to meet you too, and she's just like looking pretty intensely at you, Rayla, by now. Like, why did you still not say a thing, bitch?
Rayla's just in her head, like, grating as to what to say, because let's be honest.
I'm just going to give you a light poke in like the stomach, like.
She probably won't know about these, right? This is a safe bet. It's not a motherfucking lie, but this might be. Okay, so Rayla just looks at the lady, and I'm like, I'm Rayla. I'm not saying any last names. There are more people called Rayla. Like, I'm Rayla, and I'm from the I always keep it saying wrong. I don't know. Niriki?
Niriki.
Yes.
Yes, I'm from the Niriki Mountains. That is a lie, by the way, but
Make a deception check.
You didn't need to specify a location. I just said my name, so did Aturo. We're fine.
24. Yeah, but like, there is probably only one Rilla from here. So like, if she can just say I'm not from here, then she might not make that connection that fast.
She nods and she also welcomes you. Right? I must say that you have shown a lot of capability by bringing back such a worthwhile amulet and not getting it lost like my other servants. And she looks just minorly salt.
Gordon will like smile and put out two thumbs.
Nods a bit awkwardly at that.
I don't care.
Long charisma party.
She wanks no.
Wank!
She nods to one of the servants, and he retreats and comes back with a chest. And she says, "As for finding my beloved artifact, I am very happy to give you something in return." And she opens the chest, and you guys see 500 gold pieces.
Hey.
This is for every one of you. 100 gold pieces per person. It's up to you to divide it. I trust you in that. Please,
Money.
yeah. Spend it wisely.
We will. What's the word? How do you say that? We're very welcome for having returned the amulet. I hope all goes well in the future with the amulet and everything surrounding it, and also with you.
Actually, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. You have shown a big amount of capability, and not only for myself, but for the guild that I'm working for. We might have some other inquiries for what we need your help. And she looks at you, Ray.
May I ask what guild do you work for?
I do work for the Spire of Brilun. Elfq can roll me a history check if you want to figure out if you know what this is.
Do I get advantage? Because I'm from around here?
History.
Yeah.
That's 4.
Go.
Alright.
19 bitches.
Corner
see
double
4
20.
rolls.
Let's
Ray?
see double natural ones.
No.
Ah.
Alright. True, you have been too long in other places. You have no clue. Amaryllis, you have read something about this in the history books. You know that it has something to do with magic. However, this history books did not really specify what exactly.
I want to say Amaryllis is just too in awe to recall anything but that's magical. Amaryllis is just like still in awe of like this room and this everything, just like
fuck. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Ray, you would also know it's something to do with magic. You have been traveling for your own cause for a long time. And yes, the world is interesting, but this is one of the minor details. Rayla, you know that the Spire of Balloon is actually a group operating in the shadow. So the fact that she disclosed this means that there is probably a lot at stake here, because
She criminal, yay or nay?
Usually their last resort is to disclose themselves.
Fair, but like,
Cordo,
are they criminals, yay or nay?
No, they're not criminals. Cordo, you have a very bright moment. You just remember
everything.
You have no clue where it's you. Oh, I know. You actually hear a voice that you kind of know in the back of your mind. And you have the thought of ivy, the plant.
What does Aksu have to do with this?
You rolled a natural 20. I need to know why you know this. That just
divine
because exactly. Thank you.
Divine intervention says a yay.
And he says like, oh, this guild is it works in the shadows, like I said before. Usually they do not disclose themselves, but the group is basically focused on balancing out magic.
Alright.
Sure. I did have notes somewhere on this. Where did I go?
You know, this gives me an idea.
So it basically wants equal access for everyone to magic and knowledge.
Yay.
The group works in shadow, so if they notice one or another rich person is keeping a lot of knowledge behind, they will actually make sure that it's getting shared again with others, so that everyone can kind of continue on what's there.
So I want to get Kaylee in on this.
You like it is it's basically like a Robin Hood kind of guild. There are some pretty powerful mages connected to this. It's like this is a group that if you get yourself into this, and if you grow in ranks, which is possible by good actions, you can actually get in contact with some pretty powerful people.
Alright. I'm going to like take a sip of my coffee or my tea. Look at her. Oh, you're a member of the Spire. Then would you perhaps know what is going on with the Skull of Reefs right now? Take another sip.
That is exactly why we are interested in your work. We have been following you for a longer while now.
Oh.
Rayla just says in Elvis, yeah, you've been truly desperate to come to us.
Rayla, don't! For the love of God, I ask you, please don't!
But like she says, it's very quietly, like under her breath, like.
Amarillo's here, skull of weeds, and just her eyes just go. Oh no! Just look up. Oh no, not again.
She took psychic damage, Rayla.
Yeah, good.
Elves and perception, huh? Anyways, she it is exactly what I want to talk about. There is someone or something that is trying to create a big disbalance in magic, and it could even result in no access to the magical network at all anymore for no one.
Oh yeah, Mr. Hazelville.
I don't know exactly what's happening. I do know that strong magical items with strong magical connection to the weave have been disappearing. That is why my artifact also is probably stolen.
Well, we do know that there were these guys that we came into. They were like procuring artifacts and stuff for this guy within Hazelville. Hang on, I am thinking. Robert Mason was his name. He has a mansion in Hazelville, and we stole the Skull of Weaves from him and procured him back to the people that it belonged to. So he's our number one suspect. I don't know what you know about him, but if it's anybody, it's gotta be him. And let's get one thing straight: love, we love to get in his way. Like, yes, please.
He's rude. He's not a nice
We
person.
also still have blankets from him, though.
She looked intrigued at the fact that you still have blankets from him.
Yeah.
Like what?
Raining
No,
doesn't
but she's like,
look.
she didn't say that to the woman. She's like turning to Amanda and saying, "Yeah, we also still have blankets for this guy."
She looks as if she heard it though.
Rilla does not really care. I mean, do you know how Rilla looks like? I mean.
Alright. She looks sincerely intrigued. And she's like, I have heard from this Robert Royston, but I do not consider him a necessary danger. However, there is one of the guild members from whom I'm suspecting that he might actually have a hand in this, that he's playing a double role.
Oh no.
And if it is possible, I would, of course, treat you, no? What's it called again? God damn it.
What's the Dutch word? I can't translate.
Belonen.
Reward.
Reward you greatly. If you would be so willing to investigate for me. The thing is, they don't know you. I can get you higher up in this guild. They don't know you yet, so you are way more nimble than I am.
Alright, I'm going to see if she can put her money where her mouth is. Figure of speech. I know she's rich. I'm going to take out my mirror shard, put it on the table. If you can get us higher up. Would you happen to know any more about this?
I do, but please allow me first to explain what I would like to request from you.
Understood. I'll put it back in my pocket.
And she continues, and she's like, there is a goblin in Taltalas, and he...
Hold up. Taltalas?
Taltalas, I'll write in the chat.
Hold on. Could you also, by the way, write out the name of the guild, because you've been saying it, but I have no clue how to write it.
The Spiral Huppetpup. Mrudun.
Alright. She basically tells, like, there's this goblin living in Taltalas. His name is Snotlegs. I did not make this up myself. And I suspect that he is trying to get the items to the wrong people. To people who collect them rather than share them. Could you, for me, move to the city of Taltalas? Check it out for me, and whilst you're at it, maybe... There is also a caravan about to leave, which would bring me an item of great value. I would greatly appreciate it if you joined the caravan and protect them to make sure that the item arrives here safely.
And Elizabeth likes like lean to it like, where is Totalas? Bless you.
Level
Thank
3
you.
bless.
Let me
Thanks.
see. Let me see. Ulbrich.
Do I know where Taltalas is?
I am going to
Niriki.
load the Niriki. Alright, wrong map, sorry. It is in the country of Niriki. You currently are in the country of Ulbrich, which is south of Niriki.
Well,
No,
I
we are
know
Nikri.
so I
Nikiri,
probably
we are in
know.
Elvandria.
Yes, but that is in Ulbrich.
It's on the.
It's on the border of Ulbrich and Niriki.
Oh, we are here?
Yes.
And we have to go here.
Yes.
Okay.
That's great. Well, it is a city on the north of the Niriki Mountains, so, like, in the Niriki Forest, so it seems, and, well, very close to where my parents came above the ground, I think.
Oh.
Also, I will
Rella?
look at the lady and I'll be like, so are you asking us to murder this guy? Are you asking us to question him? What do you want us to do when we find him?
I would want you to spy on him and note down all suspicious behavior that he has. And if you find something that is against the ideals of our guild, I would appreciate it if you could turn him in to me.
Okay.
Well, I guess now that we're an officially mercenary group that can be for hire now, I think we should maybe probably get a name.
Bende van der
You know,
Lende.
you can, what do you say, recommend us to your friends.
What was our
That-
castle called again?
I don't know.
DM, did our castle have a name?
Yes.
Oh yes, it did. Let me see. It had
Gilbert?
yes. No, not Gilmore. Shut up. No.
Nee, Gilbert or something.
Gilbert. So the
Or the
castle has
Gil-
two names. It is no. It used to be known as the White Castle. That's right. Let me just double check, please.
Well, that would be a racist name.
I mean, no respectable group is gonna call themselves the Shenanigan.
No, that's why I'm coming up with a better name for us.
The
Team
castle
Cordo.
was called, as far as I know, the White Castle. That was one of the names. However, later when it went into its ruined state, it was also known as Gilver's Keep.
Ja, Gilbert's Keep.
Gilver's Keep sounds like a good name.
Goodness sake, we're gonna like.
Gilbert's Group.
The Gilver's Keepers.
Well, we can just call ourselves the Keepers.
That?
Yeah.
Hey.
But like finders keepers, it works because we find things
Yeah.
for people.
And the cool stuff we keep for ourselves.
But the Keepers do sound kinda creepy, though.
Yeah.
Maybe the Seekers, because we seek things from people.
Yeah, that's a good
And we
one.
seek work.
We seek,
But
we find, we destroy.
Gilver
Oh, no.
Seekers.
Yeah.
We're the Gilver
Gil-
Seekers.
Sure. Ah. Okay, sorry.
Maybe Gilvers is like
Also,
Gilvers Seekers
maybe it-
doesn't really roll off the tongue. Maybe like the Gilded Seekers or something.
Yeah.
I have one quick question to the DM before we, decide this. Who is Gilfer?
Gilbert was you have to had flashback in the castle, remember? From the party? The owner of the castle around that time was Gilver. You would know the story of this castle. Let me quickly look it up.
Because it's gonna be awkward. He's like a super big ass bandit. It was like a
Yeah,
very
fair.
big name. We're
He
like,
was-
"Hello."
He was a wealthy man, had a lot of parties, but he sinned quite a bit. One day, a woman came to court and warned him that if the man did not change his ways, if he would not quit his actions and get some rationality, the god Fetix would personally punish him. As the man didn't change, the day it happened, he was asked to go to help With the fights on the country, as a harvest, he never returned, however, and that's also the moment that the castle got haunted, and people ran away, abandoning the castle.
That's why I think we should go with Gilded Keepers, because that's the Gilded Seekers. That's a good name.
Yeah, that's better,
Ray?
because if we go with Guilford, it's gonna be very awkward.
Gilded Seekers.
Raise something.
Wait, what was Hunter?
The
Yeah, so-
castle.
Ah,
It's a long story.
Yeah, we'll tell it to you sometime.
okay.
It's a very long story.
But I will look at the lady and we're like, well, you can refer to us as the Gilded Seekers from now on.
Gold Seekers.
Or Guild of Seekers.
No, Gilded Seekers sounds cool. We're not a guild. We're not, then we have to pay tax.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna pay
We
taxes.
are
Fuck
our
that.
own traveling guild.
I don't want to have to pay taxes.
Gilded
Then
Seekers.
we're seeking for a guild. That's what we're seeking. Well, we can also do it like gilded, as in G-I-L. I believe that's the word. Gilded.
Yeah, like gilded as in like covered in gold. Gilded.
Yeah, I like that one better. We're like the
Okay,
gilded
write it down
seekers.
please in chat for me, because now I've just lost it.
I'm putting it in the Roll20 chat.
Yes, thank you.
Like looking for gold. Like looking for wealth. Gilded seekers.
Porno is a quest.
Okay, then I wrote it right. Thank you. I thought you meant that indeed, and then apparently you were talking about like this.
No, like we got confused. We got confused.
Yeah.
Yes, I also got. Now I feel guilty. What?
Co-
Alright.
Cordo has a question.
the more like a thing. I'm going to take out a small package of cookies out of my bag, put it on the table on like a little cloth, have one, and just start munching. Like, you didn't say anything about like little cookies or snacks on the table, so
That's fair.
as a good Cordo, I will provide.
She
Does he have
looks.
sugar cubes?
Rayla, yes, yes, she has.
Then I will take a sugar cube and I will not eat it. I will just like suck on it.
Sure.
Like that's the closest thing I can get to eating.
Taste.
Sure.
I will also like take a handful to give them to the horses later, but like so she doesn't notice.
Sleight of hand, probably.
Okay.
Mhm.
There we go again. My ridiculously high sleight of hand. 29.
Not sure. Backslash. No, she didn't notice it still. You just like take the sugar cubes right on her nose and she just doesn't react. Okay. Okay, so the Guilded Seekers. I will, if needed, communicate to others that I sent you onto this quest. And indeed, I will recommend your services to others.
Also, one more question.
Mhm.
How powerful are you when it comes to politics?
I am a merchant by trade. I do not meddle in politics.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Any other questions?
I take out the shard out of my pocket, put it on the table, and just look at her.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Madam, how are you single?
Ah, Turu! Then I will look at you like, I am sitting right here. We are practically the same. I just have a dark skin. What do you want from me, woman? I am just a tad
Killed
bit
your husband or
smaller.
something. I'm trying to find out if there's someone buried somewhere near her house on her grounds or something.
We murdered our
Like, does she have children or something?
Okay. I'm not still. She. I'm not still alive.
Are you okay?
No!
Have some Jesus.
Are you okay?
She looks at you for a long time, Aturu.
I stare at her.
And she's like, both of you to assume I'm single.
Oh, Aturu, while you're staring, I'm shoving a cookie in your mouth.
And she is like, this is a question I do not have to answer on. Fair?
I was just wondering what secrets you hold, because you seem like a woman with secrets. But I respect that.
She just stares to you for a long time, and indeed, like, both of you to assume that. And she is like, okay. If someone knows how to make me about this, please do. I would be eternally thankful.
I'll ask Spooky later.
Anyways, she turns to you, Cordo, with the mirror shard, and she's like, I do recognize this. What was your question about it exactly?
I know that there are several others. If my knowledge is correct, there should be one in Avendria as well. I was wondering, would you able to perhaps get some of them over here?
There are myths that mirror shards are hidden in the White Towers. I do not know how much of the shards there are. I do not know what their purpose is. I've only heard a connection between the Lost Mirror and the White Towers.
Well, thank you very much. That's all I need. I will pocket the shard. Can you repeat that? Discord doesn't pick it up.
I said Amaryllis.
When we find things out, what's the easiest way to communicate them to you?
Smart.
I'm sorry.
You okay, girl?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, that makes two of us. She looks at you. It's a fine question. I do. Okay, I do have a. I'm just out of character puzzling right now. I do have a bird that I can send along with you, which you can use to fly messages straight towards me.
Sure, and otherwise we have Ray. Ray is like super good in communicating.
I'm going to look like slightly confused, like a regular bird or a me kind of bird.
Or an owl that can change into a human. Well, not a human, but
Halfling.
Portable happening.
Yeah, what happened to the guy?
he's still at the castle partying.
Gary does have
Fighting with
someone to
Gary.
talk to!
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a love story.
Yeah.
No. Then I would have had a message asking for advice.
Then oh man. She looks at you, Cordo. If you have another way to communicate, that is also perfectly fine, as long as it's a private connection. It's good.
I slowly turn my head towards Ray.
What?
Magic. Sending? Stones?
Sending should be fine, right?
Message.
I can. It's a safe spell that when you communicate.
Also, I
Sounds-
do want to know, has she had any of the cookies?
She did not pick up any of the cookies. No. She did drink the tea, however. Alright. Alright.
I will ask her one last thing. And I will like, Well, we had a bit of a trouble with our tavern, so to say. Could you maybe recommend a tavern who is not as racist?
Or turned into cheese bread?
As you are.
And is not at risk of turning into cheese bread.
Yes.
Oh, but
tavern
if you're there,
turning,
it's at risk of turning into cheese bread.
a tavern turning into cheese bread. She looks at one of the servers who opens a notebook and just furiously scribbles it down.
You're missing the point, lady.
You are looking for a tavern.
We are just looking for a place to sleep, maybe stay for a bit.
Didn't pick up.
A tavern near. Let me double check where it is.
Number 7.
Yes, I'm looking for that one right
It's
now.
on the wall.
On the wall even.
Wait a minute. I
Yes,
have the wrong.
gotcha. Found it. It is not
Yes.
that far from here. If you go from this district towards the middle keep, you can find a tavern behind the walls. It is ironically called
The
behind
what?
the walls. Behind the walls.
Okay.
It is over here, and she points it on the map of the city. You can find it here. It is maybe a bit expensive, but I can sadly not recommend you tavern that is not. Well, let's say that a lot of inhabitants here are pretty biased against people that are not as familiar to them.
You could just say racism. We've already experienced it.
And she looks at your hat for a moment, and she is like, "Can you hand it to me for a second, please?"
To my what?
She says that to Rayla.
Outright.
Rayla does not have a hat. She has a cloak.
The top
She does
hat
have a
you
top
saw.
hat, but
The
she
top
was-
hat, yes.
Yeah, she had put it in the haversack by the time they went to her, though.
Okay, sure. Then,
But you were wearing it the first time, I think.
yes.
Yeah,
Hey.
well, the first time I came barreling fast, so
Run!
there was not really a. I don't think she would have recognized me.
She looks at you. She's like, "Weren't you having a object on your head beforehand?"
Well, yeah, I have this cloak.
You took it off while you're standing in front
The
of her because
cloak,
then
like
she
she
saw.
has
Oh.
like a capuchon on her
Oh.
cloak. A
Hood.
hood, yeah.
I thought I did notice you with a hat, but that's probably my bad then, because it
It
might
is
be an intriguing.
stolen. I can't really walk around with it. I need to sell it. Sorry.
Or you need to give it to me.
Are you literally saying that to her?
Yeah.
She looks intrigued.
Brave.
Because you can make this hat disappear whilst you're wearing it. You know that.
But that defeats the entire purpose, doesn't it?
Can I see it?
She will take it out of the handy haversack, and a very annoyed Victor comes out of it like, "You bitch, you put me in there, and you almost murdered me. There's not a lot of air in the handy haversack." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I will take
I
Victor
forgot
out,
people need to
put it
breathe.
on a back
See-
plate, and enter that.
You notice that Victor is no longer purple.
Oh, that's good. You're back. Hi, buddy.
She
And I will
looks
quickly check the handy haversack to make sure this is indeed Victor and not a random mouse.
And Cordo,
Yes.
you also notice that the purple color is disappearing from your feathers.
Finally! Jesus.
Marlavour does not seem to make a remark out of it. She looks at the mouse and she's like, "I can have that removed for you if you want."
No,
When
no,
we move
no,
what?
no, no, no. No,
The
he's part of our group.
creature.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
She accepts the top hat and she inspects it. This is, in fact, a pretty useful tool for you if you want to quit facing racism. I see a Dashi smiling. You know what it is.
It's that thing Kairi has two of.
What?
Darling, there is no way for me to avoid racism without altering my appearance.
And this is exactly meant for that.
You just
This-
nicked it as a joke. Why the fuck is it the answer to your problem?
This is a hat of disguise. You can use it to alter your appearance.
Jeez.
I truly just
It will not take away the. Yeah, you will still feel the sunlight burning on your face, but as far as I mean, I do not have issues with that, of course. However,
Well, I think if you spend 6 hours along in a song, you can very much imagine the sunburn. Yeah, I think you know.
that's not what I. That's not what I do. However, you can just change your skin color with it and look like another creature, like another race, and that will definitely help you to quit facing the drawbacks that sadly face in the city.
Rayla will take the top hat and she will put it on and think really hard about herself, but like without the dark skin. And I think she just turns into a normal elf. And she
You-
will.
Do need attunement to this item though.
Well, then nothing happens, and she will look at the
Ah!
hat. Yes. Am I changing yet? Villa has never actually used active magic. It's almost been passive. Like the class was not very passive. She does not know shit of magic. But she will thank her, and she's like, "Well, thank you. I will." Well,
Let's keep an eye on the time.
Yeah, I want to close down the session soon. Arturo?
I'm just asking aloud, what was the owner, well, the past owner of the top hat hiding from?
I don't know. That is, however, where I am going to end this session.
are
for this
are
day.
we gonna leave her house this session? Because I do want to say something before I forget.
I think we. Oh. No.
Otherwise,
I
you
think
can.
we-
Yeah.
We will continue. No. We will continue in the house next session. So if you want to do something here still,
I wanted to do when we left. I didn't think we'd have to do anything here anymore.
You can put it in chat, and next time we join,
Yeah.
you can read back the
But
chat.
yeah,
That's what I do.
girl, it's
On
past
your
10
own
already.
notes.
Put it in DM to Lind. Put it in DM
It's
to.
just one sentence I want to say, and I don't want to spoil it for the rest.
Then make your own notes.
Okay, I'll never read my notes.
You
at
are
end
the
of
one person who makes notes.
Oh no.
Is there anything else you
I
guys
shall
want to
make a
do at
note
the
as
house?
well.
Mm.
Is there anything
I'm good.
else you guys? No, you guys are good. Okay, then just you can leave the house still, and then we're really gonna stop it.
Okay, the moment we leave the house, Rayla will leave us last, and she will turn to the woman, and with this sweetest voice she can muster, in Elvish she says, "You know, you'd be really pretty if you weren't so fucking racist." And then she just walks off,
God damn it, Rayla!
and she will like walk like a boss, like in her head she hears like boss music, like. But she will like walk away confidently, and when she like rounds the corner, she's just like sweating.
Somewhere in the back of her head, Amarilla starts to familiar tinge of someone's just done something very stupid.
Yeah.
Bella's petty. That's the thing that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I've been sitting on the moment she said something
Right.
racist.
I'm signing off.
And that is
Anyways.
where I'm keeping this episode. Share this with the Shenanigan gang who started calling themselves the Gilded Seekers.
I was gonna share this with the party who took 45 sessions. 45 to come up with an in-game party name. Are you
Share
guys
it.
proud of us?
No.
Share it with your player who has like 6 campaigns, had 6 campaigns, and this is the first one who actually had a name.
Share?
This.
Steal stuff from rich people.
Yeah.
Share this with local Robin Hood gang.
Because guys, sharing is further caring. And I wish you all a good night. Bye.
Bye bye.